Pokemon gym leaders are so cool. They get their own terrain, they get their own typing, they get their own badges. They're like the official guardian of their city. And I want to be rock type in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation F. Format without restricted Pokemon, but there are secondary legendaries like Urshifu, a water type against rock which you can't protect against, and there's no Storm Drain Credilli to help me out. In fact, the rock types in Scarlet and Violet are mostly attackers, so I have to adjust them in different ways. So basically, Iron Bolt is the main attacker, with Mighty Cleave being unblockable just like Urshifu. So Cleavor basically needs to come out, Tailwind up, Helping Hand to increase the attack of our Pokemon, and also use the Stone Axe to set up Stealth Rock, and also with Tyranitar's Sandstream, it could be a pretty good way of getting chip damage as well as raising special defense to the whole team. Dreadnought for Pelipper might have Head Smash instead, and then Ogerpon for redirection. It's also resist electric since I don't have a ground type. And then Garganacl for spread moves, basically like Earthquake. And that's that. Let's just get in some matches. Okay, this looks like a scary team. Looks like Regulation J, just because Regulation F hasn't dropped yet. And what I'm looking at here is basically all the strongest Pokemon in the game, plus Urshifu. Great. Awesome. We'll use Ogerpon to get redirection, and then probably Iron Boulder to launch the attack. Garganacl, maybe I'm gonna need widescreen for Calyrex Ice. And then maybe Cleavor. Cleavor can use Tailwind and set up the Helping Hand if we need it. So, wish me luck. We're gonna need all the luck in the world, but I think we've come prepared. So let's rock. And the match begins. My opponent comes out and brings their Miraidon with their Farigiraf. Looks like slow and fast. Maybe they want two options there. One is a fast option, one is a slow option. Electric terrain helps out Iron Boulder, which is fantastic, but it's also going to be bad if, for example, Farigiraf has Foul Play, so they may go for that option. Farigiraf's defense is boosted, so they might keep it in, who knows. I could redirect the Electro Drift with Ogerpon's Follow Me, and I might see what it's trying to do. I might just protect and see if they're going to go for a Trick Room, or are they going to switch out, or are they going to lead with Miraidon and try and get some damage off. And I think for a long time, because I know with Mono Rock I have to be very careful. For example, I might need Ogerpon around for if Urshifu is in the back, so I can't let it get taken out too quickly. Basically, with only one typing, your one play could landslide because you know your Pokemon all share common weaknesses. So I go for Protect with Iron Boulder there, just because I think my opponent senses a Follow Me. I can attack with Ogerpon instead, I can go defensive with Iron Boulder, and I can even avoid a Foul Play from Farigiraf if they have that. So they tried to switch out with Volt Switch, and if my guess is correct, oh, there's the Trick Room, so I guess I just really fumbled their turn that time, and I can even knock out Miraidon with the Ogerpon because they're slow on the next turn, and that's fantastic. But I think I need to switch out here because since they have the Trick Room up, they're probably going to use Foul Play against my Iron Boulder, which is a Psychic type, with an attack boost by the way, which goes straight into Foul Play's damage. Well, Foul Play this one, and they do. Does nothing. Miraidon stayed in to get knocked out, and here comes the Ivy Cudgel. Yes, we rock. Critical hit wasn't really needed, but Ogerpon is fully healthy. Let's see what the play for them is next. Is it gonna be the Urshifu? I guess that would be the smart play since I have a whole rock team and I can't protect against water attacks. The only thing I can really fear is if Urshifu has Aqua Jet, and that would be a big problem in Trick Room. And there it is, so I need to think because I can't protect against it, and I can't really switch out without taking quite a bit of damage from a super effective attack. That is the nature of having a mono team. But we love the challenge, and we do have Ogerpon with that Leech Horn, so that really should be our play to get rid of this water type Shifu. Ogerpon would take a neutral hit to Surgeon Strikes, but it would still be weak to flying attacks. I think they know that they're out of choice as well. I don't know. I think I'll Terra with the Garganacl, even though I'm weak to Foul Play now, but I'm going to have to try and take a neutral hit or miss a flying attack from Urshifu and then try and finish it off with Ogerpon. You know, I might need Garganacl for the endgame against Farigiraf, just in case I need Salt Cure to like chip it away. So we go for Salt Cure against the Urshifu to try and chip it off. And then Farigiraf goes for a Foul Play into my Ogerpon, which gets a critical hit. But Horn Leech should be, yes, enough to take out that Urshifu. That's fantastic. I mean, Urshifu could have been Focus Sash for all I know. And, you know, there's so many Glass Cannon sets that they come on the field, they're very, very high in attack and speed, but then they can't really take a hit. For me, I gotta take a super effective hit, so I need some defenses in pretty much all of my squad. Okay, the fourth Pokemon was revealed. It is Cali Ice, but we have the White Guard for the Glacial Lance, and if it tears into water, then we still have a Grass attack to get it. The only thing is, like, is Fridgeraff just gonna foul play and chip damage into the Garganacl? I'm gonna White Guard and go for Ivy Cudgel. They might tear, they might not, but oh, they cancel the match. Wow. That is an amazing win for us. Like the video if you guys enjoyed that one, guys. That is one Boulder badge they couldn't get. We're on to the second matchup, and it looks like a proper Regulation F team. There are no restricted Pokemon here, but there are a couple of like secondary legendaries here. Urshifu again, and Blood Moon Ursaluna look like they are a powerful duo, and then Ditto to try and copy whatever I have. I should just give them another Garganacl, that would be funny. Actually, no, that wouldn't be funny, not at all. I choose Ogerpon first just because their Mungus should have Spore, I can redirect that, and then open a path for Iron Boulder to come out and deal some damage. We'll put Cleavor in the back for some support, maybe Tailwind, maybe Helping Hand, and especially if I Sword Dance up and get some redirection going, should be really, really good. Honestly, maybe Garganacl can come out and chip some damage with Salt Cure. They're going to have their own Garganacl, and we can take care of that with the Sacred Sword from Iron Boulder, but maybe it's going to need some help. And here we go, wish me luck, this guy's pink hair, we're rock types, and life is good. Okay, Amoonguss first, and Garganacl, which is good for us, relatively good, because Iron Boulder has the Sacred Sword, and then Amoonguss, well, we can redirect the Spore to our Ogerpon, and nobody goes to sleep. I think because we're Psychic type with Iron Boulder, it probably scares them a bit. Maybe they think that we have Zen Headbutt or something, but we just have the advantage with the position at the moment. Maybe they'll switch out and we still get the Swords Dance anyway. So we're using Follow Me first and we'll set up, and well, it looks like they're gonna stay in. Alright, so Swords Dance. Okay, attack boost. Stealth Rock. I don't think we have anything weak to Stealth Rock. At a Toxic Stalling. And Pollen Puff. Okay, that's a smart move, but it doesn't do much to my Ogerpon. So I think we need to get rid of Amoonguss before anything strange happens. Like, if we lose Ogerpon, then, well, that's that really. We're going to be put to sleep and stored and Salt Cured, and then we don't know what's in the back. Maybe Urshifu. So we're going to double up into Amoonguss, and then we're going to leave Garganacl for now. But I do see that as a ticking time bomb. So, yeah, Iron Boulder has the setup already established, and I can maybe bring in Cleavor later and use that Tailwind, see if we can get a sweep. Mighty Cleave comes out, hits the Amoonguss, and it survives. Looks like we're going to have to use both hits to knock it out. So I wonder what Garganacl is going to do here. I guess just Salt Cure and Stalling. Ogerpon gets the hit, it's a clean hit, and it's a knockout as we expected. So that was a huge threat that we just taken out. In fact, it could have changed the whole game around. Oh, okay, it's going for an Iron Defense, which is great for us because we have Sacred Sword. It doesn't really affect anything. So who's in the back? Is that going to be Urshifu? I guess, like, I have a Grass type and a Psychic type, so that may not be the best play for them at this point. And it's Sylveon, and I want to take this thing out quick before it gets going with that Throat Spray and a Hyper Voice, and ugh, you know what I'm talking about, man. This thing is a demon. I'm going for a double up, and the only thing that we have really is our speed, because Sylveons are not that fast. And it might be bulky. Let's just really hope not. We do have a +2 from Swords Dance already, so we should be able to take it out with Mighty Cleave like that, but we did kind of miss the Horn Leech opportunity into Garganacl. We take the Rocky Helmet damage, and we go into Ivy Cudgel instead of a Horn Leech. Let's see how much damage it does. Not much. Salt Cure comes out, and now we're on a timer, basically. Like my Joy-Con says in the corner. So they only have one Pokemon left. I'm guessing Urshifu because they really want to take advantage of that Surging Strikes that I can't block. They're trying to chip off the damage because they know I have Swords Dance up, and Urshifu can just come and clean up if that is the last Pokemon. If it has Aqua Jet, then I'm in trouble. And we guessed it. It's Urshifu come to save the day, and I'm low on health, so this is not good. I have to make the right play. I have to see who I have in the back. My Garganacl cannot withstand its attacks, I think, so something has to be done now. Maybe I can use the two Pokemon that I have on the field with the advantage, with the attack boost, with the Horn Leech. I can't really go for a Spiky Shield. I might have to use Follow Me. Maybe I can Swords Dance up again with the Iron Boulder, because if I redirect them, I think I'm still faster and I might be able to take them out. I can use Sacred Sword against Garganacl before we go down. Oh, okay, alright, they're going for a Terra. What are they going to Terra into? Water, okay. Oh, that's very good, actually. That means that my Mighty Cleave can go straight into the Urshifu without being resisted. Okay, Follow Me comes out. Is Ogerpon going to go down now? So we Swords Dance up with faster. Is Ogerpon going to go down? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe, even if it does, like it cleared the way for the Iron Boulder to set up, which is awesome. Yep, thank you for your service, Ogerpon, and, well, the Garganacl is just going to continue to chip at my Iron Boulder until it goes down, but I think we have a berry, which is pretty good. The only thing is that we're not going to survive any other attack from Urshifu, doesn't matter what it is. The next turn has to count in a major way. Do I need to take out Urshifu now, or do I need to deal with Garganacl? Because I don't really have any other answers for Garganacl, and I need to get that Sacred Sword out now before it just really starts to be a problem. I might switch into Cleavor, go for the Tailwind if I can, or just Helping Hand before it goes down. Iron Boulder I know is faster than Urshifu, but I don't think that Cleavor is, so the Tailwind could benefit pretty well if, for example, Urshifu decides to go into the Iron Boulder and knock it out. Then I have to be faster, go into maybe use Stone Axe, and then Terra Ghost with Garganacl and use Salt Cure to chip it off. Okay, so out comes Cleavor after all that thinking. It's going to take some Stealth Rock damage, and actually that is super effective. So I guess Cleavor needs Heavy Boots or something. We'll get it military style, but right now it's got to use Helping Hand to help Iron Boulder take out this Garganacl. We're going to use Sacred Sword because, well, we're low on health, it's chipping away. We're at +4 attack, and Garganacl is only just going to raise its defense even more if the Iron Boulder gets knocked out. So now was the time. One hit KO straight. And depending on who Urshifu targets, this could be the end of the match. It just depends on who they think is the bigger threat, which seems to be the Cleavor. That means that we can win the match. We're faster, we're at +4, we have Mighty Cleave. And I can't believe it. That was such a 50-50 play, man. If they really went for my Iron Boulder, then there isn't much I can do. Cleavor is not EV trained to be a powerful attacker. And then Garganacl just has Terra Ghost, it can chip away, but I can't really protect to stall it out. So it's gonna be Recover all the time. I don't know. But I think the next play is going to be Terra Ghost Garganacl and then go straight into Mighty Cleave with the Iron Boulder. This should be the end of the game and we get a knockout, I think. We've not seen an Aqua Jet from Urshifu, so I can only assume it doesn't have it, but if it does, then that would just be a complete game changer. But it's been amazing so far what we're able to accomplish with just Mono Rock. It's been my favorite typing since Generation 1. It's one of the hardest, and most people think it's one of the worst typings in the game. But you can see in the face of competition what it can do. I think its biggest advantage is that it's very good offensively, so it's good into fire, good into flying, good into ice. And it can resist normal type moves, so Hyper Voice. It can resist flying type moves. And it's a good switch into the right type of Pokemon. It is solid. And that wraps up the game. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that thoroughly. I enjoyed playing and designing, building that team, and playtesting it. I was going to share more matches with like Tyranitar's Sandstream and things like that, but that will make the video too long. So if you guys want to see more, let us know in the comments below. If you want to try out the team, let us know in the comments below. I can maybe put up a code or something like that for sharing. Like, subscribe if you're brand new, and well, what type of mono team would you make? I have some tweaks to make on this team, so I'll see you in the next video, and take care. Bye bye.